You have a lot of wisdom inside. This is the prime time for you to take that wisdom, take those desires, and turn them into creating the most beautiful life for you now. I want to talk to you about living the life of your dreams after 40. Hello, bonjour. My name is Tara Marino, and I am the CEO of Elegant Femme. And I support women in living their beautiful soul-led life in a way that is unapologetically feminine, without guilt, and without sacrifice. So if that's something that you desire, I encourage you and invite you to subscribe to this channel, hit the notifications for more. You can also take our Femme Design Assessment, which is a very short, beautiful, very, very valuable quiz that supports you in identifying which of the 3 Femme types, which is a process that I created, to support women in aligning with all of who they are so that they can create their beautiful soul-led life. You can go take that Femme Design Assessment. The link is below. In addition, we have our Femme Flow List, which is a beautiful AM and PM process that supports you as a woman in flowing through your day in the most easy, elegant, beautiful way towards your desires. Today, I want to talk to you about something very specific. So I've been mentoring women now for almost 20 years, women from their early 20s all the way into their late 80s. But today, I want to speak specifically to women over 40. It's a very, very special time in our lives. So I want to speak specifically to you. If you are a woman that is 40 or beyond, and you're feeling this urge, potentially maybe even this ache that your life is over, or that you've already lived your best life, if you're feeling behind, if you're feeling like it's too late, this video is for you. I want to talk to you about living the life of your dreams after 40. Let's talk about this. You might be at a space in your life where maybe your kids just went off to college. Maybe you are finding yourself in a really big transition. Maybe there's been a big shift in relationship. I know a lot of my clients go through a divorce, they go through separation, they go through this shift in identity. It's a really gorgeous time for us to slow down and direct our lives in a way that really supports us. Again, you might be in that space where the kids have left for college. That's something that I've recently experienced. And right now I will share with you that I'm coming to you from our new sailboat. Our boys are now in college, both of them. Our youngest just went to college 3 weeks ago. And so the opportunity to live life after 40, to live life that's in a way that's so congruent and authentic and exciting to who you really are is what I want to talk to you about today. So before the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a 3-part process to support you in moving into the direction of the life that you're desiring to create now. I want to talk about how precious this time is. I know what it can feel like. I know that ache. I know that fear that it's too late. Also that loss in identity of what happens when we're at this age and stage in our lives, perhaps where we used to see value before in our lives. Maybe you're a mother, like I said, and your kids have gone off to college and you're having an identity shift there. Maybe you were a wife and you're not anymore. Maybe you are seeing changes in your body that, can feel challenging. And where it is we used to see ourselves, where it is we used to see our identity and our value begins to shift. And it can feel hard. It can feel depressing. It can be really easy to buy into and very tempting to buy into the idea that our best life is already behind us. So if you're feeling that, first and foremost, I want to let you know, understand. I get it. And I don't see it talked about very much. And I think, especially for those that are spiritual women, especially for those that, we know internally that we choose what it is we want to experience, when we have these kind of feelings, these kind of gaps, this kind of distance inside of ourselves, even though we know better, it can feel almost embarrassing even to admit that things are hard or that this feels a way that we don't want it to feel. So first and foremost, I really want to take a moment, woman to woman, truly, to say, I see you, I understand, I know it can feel really hard. And I think it's important that we gift ourselves that space, that opportunity to feel that, to allow that, to be okay with that. And once we do gift ourselves some permission to be okay with the feeling, to be okay with the ache, to be okay with admitting to ourselves that, okay, this is kind of hard, we do have a choice to make. We have a choice to either sit in the, my life is past, it's over, it's too late, I'm too far behind, and settle, or we have an opportunity to live into the most gorgeous, beautiful, expansive, adventurous opportunity of our lives. Do you want it? If you've watched my other videos, you might have heard me ask that before. It sounds like such a simple question and such an obvious question, but it is not a question that women are used to asking themselves. Do you want it? Do you desire it? A lot of times, we're so used to taking care of everyone else, again, whether we're a mother, wife, caregiver, daughter, used to taking care of everything else. So the idea of what do I want and is it okay for me to want something can feel very, very selfish and very, very foreign. So I do want to ask you and really invite you to answer this inside of yourself before we continue. Do you want it? Do you want to move out of the place of feeling that your life is past, it's too late, too far behind, it just is what it is? Do you want to move out of that space and into, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, I'm living my best life, the life of my dreams after 40? Do you want it? So sit with yourself, pause for a minute, and see if it's a yes. See if it's a full, heartfelt yes, even though there might be a little bit of fear, even though there might be a feeling of what does that mean? Or I don't even really know what I want. What does that mean? What does the life of my dreams look like? I don't even know. If you've said yes, I want you to continue watching this video. If literally you're not sure and you're not ready to make a decision, you can pause this video and come back to it when you are. You can just sit with that for right now. Am I ready? Am I ready to say yes to this next stage in my life? Because what I want to talk about is what typically stops us as women, especially at this age, in living the life of our dreams after 40. What stops us are these ideas that it's selfish, that it's not okay. And because, again, we've been so trained and so used to and received so much of our identity in taking care of others, when we get to this stage where the kids have left a house or there's a big life change, there's a transition in your life, the idea and the feeling that it's okay for it to be about me can feel very foreign, and it can bring up these ideas of I'm selfish. I'm selfish if I allow my life to be about me. These are the things that stop us. So that's number one, the feeling of being selfish. And really close second, and we can see the bridge and how this connect, is the feeling of guilty. Feeling guilty inside. I feel guilty if I'm going to make my life about me. I'm a good person. I'm a spiritual woman. My life is supposed to be about everyone else. So these are the top two things that stop women, especially after 40, in living their biggest, beautiful, gorgeous life. Their best life after 40, the life of their dreams after 40, is the fear of being seen as selfish and the guilt that can creep up. So I want to talk about for a minute some of the excuses that we find ourselves making. And I mentioned them a couple of times already. The number one excuse that comes up, it's too late. Have you heard yourself saying that before? It's too late. I'm too old. I already lived my best life. I should be grateful for the life I have. It's too late. I want to share with you, it is not too late for you to live your most beautiful, gorgeous dream life after 40. In fact, it is the perfect time. I want you to really hear me. At this age, at this life stage, we have, and we're going to continue to have, so much wisdom. Even if you have spent a lot of your life taking care of others, deep down, you do know what you like and what you don't like. You do know. Sit with that for a minute. Think about it. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You have a lot of wisdom inside. This is the prime time for you to take that wisdom, take those desires, and turn them into creating the most beautiful life for you now. It is not too late. It's the perfect time. And we were talking about the things that stop us, right? The guilt, the idea of guilt, or the idea of being selfish. I want to share with you that living your most beautiful life after 40, it is the most responsible thing you can do. We don't realize, but we have young girls, young women looking up to us. And when we have the courage to allow ourselves to prioritize our desires, when we have the courage to set out on a new adventure, when we have the courage to evaluate our priorities and discern what it is we really want next, it's inspiring. It's inspiring for other women. It's inspiring for the people that we love. It is the least selfish thing you can do. Because truthfully, if we stay in this part of, well, someday it'll be my turn, I've got to take care of everybody else, all that does is build resentment. So truly, You allowing yourself to prioritize your desires, your dreams, and go all in is the most responsible thing. It's really the most loving thing you can do, yes, for yourself, but everyone around you. So a really quick review. We've talked about why this is the most responsible thing you can do, why it's essential for you right now. Go ahead and allow yourself, gift yourself permission to live your best life, the life of your dreams after 40. We've talked about the excuses that we make, that it's too late. It is not too late. Think about the wisdom you have. Think about how much discernment you have around your desires and what it is you would love to co-create. And I'm going to share with you here in just a minute a 3-part process that's going to assist you with more clarity on what it is you're really seeking at this next life stage. We've also talked about the things that stop us, the guilt, the idea of the guilt, and the idea of being selfish. So it's time to let all these things go. And again, before we move forward, another choice. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? I want you to ask yourself this consistently moving forward, especially now. Instead of moving into a default, oh, I'm just supposed to do this, I have to do this, this is an expectation that my son, my husband, my parents, my somebody has an expectation. Stop living by these expectations. Start really asking yourself, is this something I desire? I want you to get really comfortable with that. So here's a 3-part process that I want to share with you to support you in moving in the direction of living the life of your dreams after 40. Are you ready? Number 1, why is living the life of your dreams more important to you now than ever before? Number 2, why are you more equipped now than ever before to live the life of your dreams? And number 3, who am I still trying to please? These are 3 journal prompts that are so powerful, so liberating, and will provide you with so much freedom and so much permission to live the life of your dreams after 40. Complete the journal prompts. Allow this 3-part process. Share with me in the comments how this is serving you, what comes up for you, and share with me also why are you now ready more than ever before to live the life of your dreams after 40.